What's going on, everybody? This is the video walkthrough for Reflections of Mirrors 2.3. So as we go into this assignment, we're going to be looking at a photo. Just give a brief description, a little definition description of reflection rays, how are they formed, those angles, a little bit of a application question, describing a virtual image and where an image appears to be. And then this video is just a little bit more in depth, and the actual assignment is not necessarily related to it. You just need to do a Google image search for a concave mirror and a convex mirror. So walking through the 2.3 section, the first part of it is just asking you to give 3 observations of this photo so we can see the different wildlife, but the kind of like the essence of it is being able to see this and the reflection in the water. And if you can kind of imagine just like the light from the sun bouncing off here and bouncing off the water to your eyes. And that is kind of like those aspects of reflection we're going to be talking about. The first 2 questions is describing a reflection and describing a ray. So a reflection is a bouncing wave of light off of a surface. And then a ray are lines represented in a model, straight arrows. And next we're going to be talking about the angle and how they are formed. So how is an angle formed? An angle is formed where the incident meets the normal. So the normal is kind of like this line that is perpendicular or at a right angle to the reflection. So it's just like a straight perpendicular. And where the incident meets that normal, the light where it bounces off compared to a right angle, that is where that angle is at. And with the law of reflection, wherever the incident in normal, whatever that angle is, the reflection angle is always going to be equal and opposite. One way to explain this is if you have a friend that is about 5 feet away from you, you're going to bounce it. If you're going to be bouncing the ball off the floor, you're probably going to bounce it about halfway in between. So you're going to be bouncing about 2.5 feet where it lands in the middle, and then it's going to have that equal and opposite and bounce to the other person in a very predictable way. If you had a person that was 20 feet away, you might be doing one large bounce pass, and you might bounce in the middle, which would be approximately 10 feet. So wherever you have that ball bouncing, or whatever that angle is, the other opposite angle of reflection is always going to be equal and opposite. So in this case, if we have an angle that is 40 degrees, the angle of reflection is going to be 40 degrees also. A virtual image is an image that is not actually there. It is an image that forms from the light rays and change direction. And the image usually appears to be behind the mirror. So if you see a young toddler, a baby looking at a mirror, maybe different dogs, cats, other animals, when they look at the reflection and they see something, they tend to look behind it. Because if you think about the way that the mirror is, you know that there's a reflection from the mirror next to you, behind you, at a different angle, but it appears as if it would be behind the mirror as far as like depth. And with all of these answers, with the exception of the first one where you are describing the photo, all of these answers are basically just highlighted right here in this section. So if you need a little bit more time or detail, you can always pause it and refer to this section. And again, at the very end, don't forget to do a Google search for a convex and a concave mirror. A concave mirror is a mirror that has a thin section in the middle, where a convex has a thicker section in the middle. Thanks a lot. Hope you learned something. See you.